The true clock, time written in light. Prologue. The first measure of time. Before mechanical clocks, before standardized hours, before nations agreed on time, time already existed, not invented by man, but established through divine ordinance in creation. According to Scripture, and Adonai said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years." Genesis 1:14. This verse establishes that time is not arbitrary. It is rooted in the celestial order, the movement of the sun, moon, and stars across the firmament. These heavenly bodies were appointed as markers for human observation, providing the first and true measure of time. The sun was given dominion over the day, and its rising and setting define the daily cycle. Time, therefore, begins not with numbers or machines, but with the appearance and disappearance of light. Part 1. The sun as the true clock. The sun governs the structure of each day according to observable phenomena. The day begins at sunrise, when light first appears on the horizon. Midday occurs when the sun reaches its highest point in the sky, casting the shortest shadow. The day ends at sunset, when light disappears below the horizon. This solar rhythm forms a continuous, unbroken system. As the sun moves in its circular path above the earth, it illuminates locations sequentially from east to west. For every degree of longitudinal difference, time shifts by 4 minutes. Thus, no two places share the same solar time unless they lie on the same meridian. Every location has its own unique moment of sunrise, noon, and sunset. Time flows continuously across the earth, not in artificial jumps. There are not 24 natural time zones. There are infinitely many local times, each determined by the position of the sun in the local sky. Time, in its true form, is local, fluid, and light-dependent. Part 2. The biblical structure of time. Scripture reveals a division of the day into 12 parts. Are there not 12 hours in the day? John 11:9. This indicates that daylight is divided into 12 equal segments, regardless of season. The same applies to the night, which is also divided into 12 hours. These are not fixed-length hours like today's 60-minute units. Instead, they are variable hours, changing with the length of daylight. The principle of variable hours. Each hour is a 12th portion of either daylight or nighttime. In summer, when days are long, each daylight hour is longer than 60 minutes. In winter, when days are short, each daylight hour is shorter than 60 minutes. This system reflects the natural expansion and contraction of time with the seasons. Part 3. Calculating true hours. Short day, winter example. Sunrise, 8:30. Sunset, 16:30. Total daylight, 8 hours, 480 minutes. Daytime hour, 480 divided by 12 equals 40 minutes. Each daylight hour lasts 40 minutes. Night hours, being longer, last approximately 80 minutes each. Long day, summer example. Sunrise, 5 o'clock. Sunset, 2100. Total daylight, 16 hours, 960 minutes. Daytime hour, 960 divided by 12 equals 80 minutes. Each daylight hour lasts 80 minutes. Night hours are shorter, about 40 minutes each. Balanced day, equinox example. Sunrise, 6 o'clock. Sunset, 1800. Total daylight, 12 hours, 720 minutes. Daytime hour, 720 divided by 12 equals 60 minutes. Only during equinox-like conditions do biblical hours align with modern clock hours. This proves that the 60-minute hour is seasonal, not universal. Part 4. The night hours. Night follows the same principle. Total nighttime duration is divided into 12 equal parts. The length of each night hour varies with the season. Winter night example. Sunset, 16:30. Sunrise, 8:30. Total night, 16 hours, 960 minutes. Night hour, 960 divided by 12 equals 80 minutes. Summer night example. Sunset, 2100. Sunrise, 5 o'clock. Total night, 8 hours, 480 minutes. Night hour, 480 divided by 12 equals 40 minutes. Thus, Winter. Short day hours, 40 minutes. Long. Night hours, 80 minutes. Summer. Long day hours, 80 minutes. Short night hours, 40 minutes. Time expands with light and contracts with darkness. Part 5. The sixth hour, true midday. The sixth hour marks true midday, the exact midpoint between sunrise and sunset. It is not defined by a clock, but by the sun's position. Example: sunrise, 5 o'clock. Sunset, 2100. Midpoint, 5 o'clock plus 9 o'clock. Divided by 2 equals 1 o'clock. At 1300, the sun reaches its highest elevation. This is the sixth hour, the center of the day. In winter, sunrise, 8:30. Sunset, 16:30. Sixth hour, 8:30 plus 16:30, divided by 2 equals 12:30. Thus, true midday drifts across the modern clock depending on the season. Only under balanced light conditions does the sixth hour coincide with 12 o'clock. Part 6. When time followed the sun, before 1909. Until the early 20th century, most communities lived by local solar time. There was no national or world standard. Each town set its clocks according to the sun. How time was measured. Sundials tracked the sun's movement. Church bells rang at noon, signaled by the shortest shadow. Daily life began and ended with light. Every city had its own time. Paris operated on Paris mean time. Berlin followed Berlin solar time. Rome used Rome local time. Within countries, differences existed. In the Netherlands, Amsterdam time was based on the local meridian. Compared to Greenwich, Amsterdam was ahead by 19 minutes and 32 seconds. Groningen, further east, experienced noon earlier than Amsterdam. Towns to the west lagged behind. Travelers adjusted their watches upon entering new towns, a common practice. The 4-minute rule in practice. For every degree eastward, solar noon occurred 4 minutes earlier. A journey of just 15 degrees longitude meant a 1-hour difference in local time. Time remained tied to the sky, personal, local, and divinely ordered. Part 7. The shift to standard time. In 1884, the International Meridian Conference convened in Washington, D.C. to establish a worldwide time system. The world was divided into 24 time zones, each spanning 15 degrees of longitude and representing 1 hour. Greenwich, England, was chosen as the prime meridian, 0 degrees. All other zones were calculated relative to it. Nature of the new system: fixed, same time across large regions. Uniform, ignores local solar variation. Agreed upon, based on political and economic convenience, not natural observation. But this system is not natural. Light does not move in 15-degree blocks. The sun does not rise, peak, or set simultaneously across hundreds of miles. Borders do not dictate illumination. The shift replaced observed time with assigned time. Part 8. The Netherlands in 1909. In May 1909, the Netherlands officially abandoned local solar time. The country adopted Central European Time, CET, aligned with the 15 degrees east meridian. The change: clocks were advanced by approximately 19 minutes. Amsterdam, previously 19 minutes 32 seconds ahead of Greenwich, now matched Central European Time, Greenwich Mean Time plus 1. True solar noon in Amsterdam shifted from 12 o'clock to around 12:19 to 12:20 on the clock. Consequence: noon on the clock no longer corresponded to the sun at its highest point. Citizens began living out of sync with the natural light cycle. This change was repeated across Europe, a nationwide departure from solar alignment. Part 9. Daylight Saving Time. Later, Daylight Saving Time, DST, introduced an additional shift. Clocks are moved forward 1 hour in spring, then back in autumn. What changes? The clock changes. The sun does not. Result: midday, solar noon, drifts further from 12 o'clock. Morning light is reduced. Evening light is extended artificially. The misalignment between human schedules and natural light increases. In some regions, solar noon may occur as late as 1400 hours, 2 p.m. on DST. This creates a persistent state of chronological dissonance. Part 10. The Body and the Sun. The human body operates on biological rhythms synchronized with light. Light suppresses melatonin, signaling wakefulness. Darkness triggers melatonin release, preparing the body for rest. Core body temperature, hormone levels, and metabolism follow the solar cycle. When artificial time replaces solar time, sleep patterns are disrupted. Alertness declines in early mornings, fatigue increases, mood and concentration suffer. This condition is known in modern science as social jet lag, a misalignment between internal biological time and external clock time. Even without travel, people live in a perpetual state of desynchronization. Part 11. Misalignment with time. Misalignment occurs when work, school, and meals are scheduled by fixed clocks. Natural cycles of light and darkness are ignored. Effects: chronic fatigue, reduced productivity, weakened immune function, emotional imbalance. Living against the sun is akin to permanent jet lag, a systemic disruption of the body's design. The root cause: humanity has replaced observed time with artificial time. We now follow machines instead of the lights Ad and I placed in the firmament. Originally, time was observed in the sky, measured by light, divided by seasons, unique to every place. Now time is standardized, fixed, uniform, detached from the sun. The sun still rises. The sun still reaches its peak. The sun still sets. But humanity no longer waits for it. We have replaced the true clock, written in light, with human-made divisions. And the question remains, are we living by time, or have we replaced it?